Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We're going to the top, to the top, to the top, baby. We're going to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video, tell me what's on your mind. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew New York and Black Ink Crew Chicago. So last night episode on April 1st that premiered with Black Ink Crew and Caesar and Ryan going head to head, face to face. And C saying he's opening up a shop in the Midwest. He's opening up a shop in Chicago. That triggered Ryan Henry and Miss Kitty to go live, baby. And yes, they did go live together. I was like, OMG. And yes, they clowned C's and they talked about C's. They disrespected C's. They made fun of C's too as well, talking about he is hurt. He got his panties in a bunch and the whole 9 yard. And guess who chimed in on Ryan Henry and Miss Kitty's live Instagram after the show? None other than Miss Sky. Sky tapped in, she tuned in, and basically she was saying what she needed to say. And she's here for Ryan, and she is definitely here for Miss Kitty. It is what it is. She told both of them they need to go have sex, baby. You see what Sky wrote? That's the type of shit that I do. And Sky said that's the type of shit that I do, because Ryan was like, yo, Sky, you came and you dropped a bomb and you said that me and Miss Kitty was having sex, and Ryan was like, people asked you where the proof was and you just turned your head. And Ryan said after 15 episodes later, you guys are making money and Caesar's making money too as well. And Sky was like, that's just the shit I do. Point blank, period. And then on top of that, Sky was telling Miss Kitty and Ryan if they are both in Chicago, they should link up and have sex. So I know Caesar's going to be mad about this situation. And even Miss Kitty brought it up that Caesar was upset with Sky because she was chilling with Ryan Henry and Miss Kitty on New Year's Eve. And Miss Kitty was like, he didn't even say nothing about it, but yet he's doing the most. I was like, OMG, it's going down. So let's just talk about this Instagram and this live. So, Ryan Henry was like, Miss Kitty was like, you know what? Caesar's now trying to say that I'm his ex and he's trying to claim me now, like, OMG. And she's basically feeling a certain type of way because she was like, he's trying to claim me, but yet he was acting like he wasn't even with me or he didn't know me. And then also Miss Kitty said that Caesar was out in LA with her and he met up with her and he cussed her out to the white meat show. And she said she don't understand what's up with Caesar because he done cussed her out, he done disrespected her, he done dissed her. So what is his problem? What is his situation? I was like, Lord have mercy, they are going in with the situation. I was like, look at Ryan Henry and look at Miss Kitty on live together. They already know that Caesar's going to be pissed. He is going to be upset. He ain't going to be happy about the situation. And basically, they was making fun of Caesar. I was like, damn, Caesar, they done got you. They're talking about that you jealous, that that you in your feelings, that you hurt and everything. Maybe he is. Maybe he is, and we just don't know about it. I was like, OMG. And then also, Ryan says, come on now, dude is mad. He's mad. And then also, Ryan was like, yo, he felt a certain type of way when Caesar and Van was talking. And, Van was like, oh, he's smart. And Ryan was like, oh, yeah, they're trying to say I'm a smart dude. Yeah. And he was just looking at them like, yo, they crazy talking about that I'm smart. And basically, Ryan was bragging that, you know what, he got paid for both episodes. Him and Miss Kitty got paid for both episodes for Black Ink Crew New York. So basically, they're making their money. And also, Ryan says him and Miss Kitty need to get paid more money because Black Ink Crew New York, all they do is talk about Ryan Henry and Miss Kitty. So he's saying that they need to cop him some more paychecks for real. And moving on from that, Miss Kitty said, oh, when C's moved to, his shop to Chicago, it's going to get shut down. I was like, what are you trying to say, Miss Kitty? She was like, it's going to be shut down. And then Ryan Henry, he jumped in and said, I don't want no smoke. I got nothing to do with that. I do not want to self-incriminate myself. I was like, ooh, Lord have mercy. So it seems like Ryan and Miss Kitty is with the shits. And is C's going to have a hard time opening up his shop in Chicago? I thought he would be all right because he got Van and Van's from the streets, but maybe not because Miss Kitty talking about you going to get shut down. And Miss Kitty said that C's need to calm the F down. He need to calm down. And then Miss Kitty was like, you know what? She was saying, Miss Kitty was like, hit him up, hit him up. She was singing Tupac song talking about hit him up. I was like, ooh. She was like, Miss Kitty was like, F you and the clique that you claim. She was saying that Ryan started singing it too as well. So they were singing Tupac, hit him up. That is beef all day, baby. They talking about beef, beef. I was like, but beef as far as business. And also Ryan said he felt a certain type of way when it comes to Teddy. He can't believe Teddy fell for the okie doke, that Teddy was, rocking with C's with his behavior and the thing that he was doing, because he thought Teddy was a real G. Teddy was from the hood, and so did Miss Kitty too as well. They were disappointed that Teddy was co-signing C's behavior. Like, they thought that he wasn't eating, he wasn't drinking all that Kool-Aid. So it was like, yo, Teddy's drinking the Kool-Aid. But Brian did say, well, he did say it's business. So I guess Ryan has a relationship with Teddy, and he was like, he just didn't think that Teddy was gonna fall for it or whatever. He was gonna fall for the okie doke, basically. But then Ryan said Teddy did say it was business. So you guys tell me what you think about that situation. I was like, they was going in on C's. They was talking about C's like, like he don't even exist, baby. And basically they was just recapping what they think. And Miss Kitty said that she is tired of people referring her to like she's a property, like she ain't nobody property, nobody own her or nothing like that. And then Ryan said C's was talking to, old Buddy, and Buddy, I believe, is Van, talking about, yo, you can have one of my joints. Anybody can have one of my joints. It's no big deal. But then Ryan was like, when C's talked to me, he was like, that's my ex-girlfriend. And then Miss Kitty was like, yeah, I don't even know how I'm his ex-girlfriend, because he ain't never claimed to me. And that shit is new to me. I was like, OMG, it's going down. For real, for real. And then also Miss Kitty dropped some tea, and the tea that Miss Kitty dropped, basically Miss Kitty was saying that this situation was going on for a long time. She said 2 years ago, a friend of mine's, but she said, Miss Kitty said 2 years ago that she talked to C's about the situation of her hooking up with Ryan, and basically the rumor of Miss Kitty messing with Ryan was out 2 years ago, and C said he wasn't worried about it, like it ain't no big deal, it ain't nothing, like, don't even worry about the situation because it ain't nothing to him. And so Miss Kitty was like, so she's shocked that, C's is doing all the stuff that he's doing now, So she's feeling a certain type of way, baby. I was like, And then Ryan says he does not have time to see Miss Kitty or mess with Miss Kitty because she lives in 3 different cities, but he only named NY and DC. So I was like, what's going on with that situation? So just because she lives in multiple cities, you can fly out, she can fly out, y'all can get it quickie. It is what it is. So they was on live chilling or whatever together, and Sky was there too. And Miss Kitty said, if you let them tell it, I've been messing around having a luxurious, I've been having a relationship with Ryan for years. She's been messing with Ryan for a whole long time that her and Ryan been together. She said, if you let any of them tell you from Black Ink Crew New York that she's been having a seductive, serious affair relationship with Ryan for years, because basically this rumor is not new to her or C's. So I was like, yeah, she is dropping tea, baby. And basically, Ryan was like, well, that shit is called Hurt. He's hurt. That's what it showed. That's the show last night on April 1st should have been called The Hurt Show. This is hurt. This is what hurt looks like. So basically, Ryan is like, yo, this is what, C's is feeling like, he's hurt. So the show should have been hurt. I was like, he is really throwing them daggers at C's. And Ryan says, like, he's seen a whole lot of hurt mother effers last night, April 1st, on the Black Ink Crew show. He was like, yeah, they are hurt out here in these streets. C's is hurt. He is crying. I was like, Lord have mercy. They are really getting at C's, and they were just laughing and joking. Ryan was smoking hookah, listening to some good music, listening to love music with Miss Kitty. So you already know C's is feeling a certain type of way. And they was talking about the confessional that C's was in, that, it looked pretty, tore up. And if you check out my review of Black Ink Crew New York last night episode, check it out. and check out my playlist, Black Ink Crew. You'll see what C's background looked like, baby. I was like, Lord have mercy. And Ryan said, you know, C's is trying to go around here and talk about that. I was talking crap about him. I was talking, you know, shit about him. And that video that was sent to C's, he said basically that is not true at all, because in that video, Ryan said his lips never moved. He never said a word. And he said he has never talked shit about C's behind his back or to his face. He's like, he's just never did that. He don't talk about dudes when they not around or when they are around. And even if he cool with them, if they ain't around, he don't talk about other dudes. That's just not his style. So you guys tell me what you think. And also Ryan Henry was like, C's is gonna cry in the car. I was like, C's gonna cry in the car? I was like, Ryan, C's gonna cry in the car? Yes, he did say that. Miss Kitty said he brought it on himself. C's brought it on himself. Ryan said, I do not like talking about dudes. I don't talk about dudes like that. I was like, what's really going on with this situation? And basically Ryan and Miss Kitty agreed that they've been supporting Black Ink Crew New York whole season, that they need to get paid. They need to come up off that bread for them, because all they do is talk about Ryan and Miss Kitty. And that's when Sky showed up and they said, Sky, see what you done? See what you done did out here in these streets? And you done dropped that grenade. And Sky said, that's the type of shit that I do. Lord have mercy. And Sky was in there live having a good time and chilling too as well. So Ryan is basically saying, you know what? He don't give a shit about C's and how he feels in that shop. And Miss Kitty said that, you know what? Bring your ass to Chicago and see what's going to happen. You guys tell me what you think. Ooh, it's getting real, baby. Maybe Donna was right.